I've been coaching varsity basketball for a long time, and you get used to the gym rats. Most kids stay late to work on their three-pointers or their handles because they want a scholarship. But then there was Toby. Toby wasn't a star player. He was a bench warmer who barely got 2 minutes of playtime. But every single night when practice ended at 6, Toby was the last one there. At 7, when the janitors started mopping, he'd be in the bleachers doing homework. At 8, when I was locking up the equipment room, he'd still be lingering by the front doors. I used to joke with him. I'd say, "Toby, don't you have a PlayStation or a home-cooked meal calling your name?" He'd just give me this quick, tight smile and say, "Just one more chapter, coach." Last Friday, we had a massive snowstorm. The school was shutting down early, and the heat was being turned off for the weekend. I was doing my final sweep of the locker rooms when I found a duffel bag hidden behind a pile of old wrestling mats. It wasn't full of gear. It was full of canned soup, a heavy winter coat, and a picture of a woman in a hospital bed. I looked up, and Toby was standing in the doorway. He wasn't wearing his team hoodie. He was shivering, his face pale. "Coach," he whispered, "please don't tell the principal. If they find out, they'll split us up." I sat him down in my office and gave him my thermos of coffee. He finally spilled it. His mom had been in the ICU for a month, and the landlord had locked the apartment door 2 weeks ago. Toby had been living in the gym, using the showers to stay clean and the vending machines for dinner. He stayed late every night because the gym was the only place that was still warm. My throat went tight. I didn't call the principal. I called my wife. I told her to clear out the guest room and put an extra plate on the table. Toby tried to argue. He said he didn't want to be a charity case. I just looked him in the eye and said, "You're not a case, Toby. You're my point guard, and my team doesn't leave anyone behind on the court or off it." That night, for the first time in weeks, that kid didn't have to worry about the heat turning off. Sometimes the kids who are dedicated to the game are actually just looking for a place to belong.